Hey everyone, it's Mr. BoomStick XL from Double Barrel Gaming, and today we are doing several unboxes to celebrate the official release of Doom, The Dark Ages at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening. And we're going to start off today with the Doom Slayer helmet. I mean, right now, you're just taking a look at the box. It's a 365-degree look of all the surroundings. The packaging is very well done. Nice, sturdy box, shipped directly from Bethesda. And of course, we're going to get into what the helmet looks like. And we're going to do that in a second. So I don't look ridiculous fumbling with the ginormous box. I cheated it a little bit, and I took it out of its wrapper. I put it on the turntable, and of course, I added the AA batteries so it could be lit up for you to see. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Doom the Dark Ages wearable helmet. I mean, look at it, folks. It's phenomenal, and it literally looks identical to what the Doom Slayer is wearing in the game. The craftsmanship of this helmet is phenomenal. But what makes it great is that if you're going to use this for cosplaying, it's not heavy at all. Though I will warn you, it is a little tight. So if you are a bit claustrophobic, I don't know if you want to walk around with this thing at a Comic-Con or an event without taking it off to get some breaths, because it is a little tight, but it is so well made. And yes, it is breathable. I would imagine that the AA batteries, as long as they're new, you could keep this thing on for as long as you want. But if you're going to display it on the shelf, it'd be advisable to turn it off unless you want to show it off to a friend or family member. But I got to tell you, the one thing I have to applaud Bethesda for is going super strong when it comes to gaming peripherals, whether it be the controllers, whether it be the wrap we're going to show off a little bit later for the Xbox Series X, or the wearable helmet and the incredibly detailed statue. I mean, no one does it better than Bethesda, and I'm here to tell you that I am so happy that I purchased almost everything. And we're going to move on now, ladies and gentlemen, to the Xbox Series X wrap. And you know what's crazy about this one is that it's two-sided. Here is the Doom the Dark Ages wrap that you can buy directly from Xbox.com. I also purchased the incredible and extremely detailed special edition controller. As you can see it as it's rotating, it does look perfect together. This actually might be my favorite wrap since they started releasing them. And to be quite honest with you, I really hope that they do this for all of their first party games. But you know what? Let's take a look. I'm going to bring the controller up a little bit so you can see the detail. Look at that. It is stunning. The back is very well done. It's got rubber grips, but the detail on the actual controller, and let me bring that up close to you so you can take a look at it, is freaking phenomenal. So let me just put this back down here in front of the wrap. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to see a segue into the other side of the wrap, which has all of this demonic writing on it. And I don't know if it was intended to be double-sided, but I think it looks so cool that you might, in fact, want to actually take a look at it. And here it is, the Xbox Series X wrap. It is backwards, and I just learned that it's not meant to go on your Series X like that because it does cover the Xbox button as well as the slot for any disk drive Series X that you own. But if you want to have this on display only, it's not bad looking. I like the blood red, pun intended. I like all of the scribblings on it, and it looks really nice with the controller on display. So again, folks, if you have a spare Xbox Series X, and some of us do because I have multiples as well, you might want to display it like that. If it's one that you don't use because obviously the power button is covered, and so is the slot for any discs for the disk drive version of the Xbox Series X. But now we're going to move on to one of my favorite elites, and that is the Doom the Dark Ages Elite controller. Let's get to it right now. Here is the Elite Series 2 Doom the Dark Ages controller. Now, I'm not going to have it spinning around, obviously, because the box itself is where I have the biggest complaint. I kind of wish they would have taken the time to do the artwork for Doom the Dark Ages. I think it would have been a much cooler design. Unfortunately, they did just release a standard black box, which is okay. I mean, we're here for the controller, which of course you see right in front of you, and it's a really nice controller. It has the same lettering design as the wrap for the Xbox Series X. And listen, it's a pricey controller. It's not for everyone, but I do like the blood red design on it. It has a almost blood smear look to it, and it is a standard Series 2 Elite controller. I happen to really like them. I know folks have had some trouble with the rubber grip on the back folding off. I have not had that issue, and being that I do like collectible controllers, I could not say no to this. So this is probably my 5th or 6th Elite controller that I have. And I'm not sorry that I purchased it, but I needed to have the complete collection for Doom the Dark Ages. This is the Doom the Dark Ages collectible statue that comes with the game, and I think it's probably the best statue they've ever done. Now, before I get into how amazing this statue is, I do got to tell you at least the complaint that I have with it. When you see it turn to the back, he's wearing his cape, which looks like animal fur, and getting it onto the actual statue took me about 20 minutes, and unfortunately, one of the plastic pegs that are used to have it secure properly broke off. They are just rubber, and it just snapped off. I have a bit of big hands. Maybe that's what it was. I was too much of a brute. But I was able to get the second one in, and it's holding just fine because the cape itself does have like a lining in it where you could shape it. So it's on there. Obviously, it's not a toy. No one's going to play with it. So it should hold with no problem. But that is my only complaint with the statue itself. As you can see by the front of it, there are 2 changeable hands. One has his double-barreled shotgun, which is on the front, and the other one is the mace. And of course, it's interchangeable. You can put whatever flavor of the day you want. If you want him holding the shotgun, he can do that. If you want him holding the mace, that is, again, a part of the game, you can do that. But this statue, honestly, the amount of detail is incredible. Like even the cape itself. Yeah, I know I complained about having snapped off one of the pegs. And it's very difficult, especially if you have big mitts like mine. It's fine because, like I said, there is a lining to the cape where it can be shaped. And I did that, and obviously you can tell by seeing it spin a couple of times that it's holding just fine. This is, again, probably one of my favorite statues that Bethesda's ever made. The quality itself is top-notch. Outside of the issue with the cape, I think that this is amazing for the price. Now, granted, it's plastic, it's PVC, but it's so well detailed. I think that any Doom fan needs this in their collection. But I got to show you something else that I thought is really, really cool. Besides the actual game, right? It did come with a steelbook, and the steelbook is amazing. So first I want to show you what that steelbook looks like. And as you can see, it is really nice. You know, I collect these steelbooks for the games, but it's what's inside the steelbook I think is really amazing. Just like the collectible helmet, you have a key card, a red key card. So of course, if you are a collector like me, not only do you get the blue key card for the helmet, but you get the red key card when you buy the collector's edition. So here we go. Here it is again. Here is the back of it. It simply says Doom the Dark Ages on there, but it is a really, really nice steelbook. Again, if you are into collecting them, I don't think you can go wrong here. But that's going to do it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's unboxings. We got a chance to see the Doom the Dark Ages cosplay wearable helmet with lights. We got a chance to see the wrap, both sides of the wrap, for the Xbox Series X. The Doom Collector's controller, which again is rare. It's probably one of my favorite in my collection because it's so well detailed. We also got a chance to take a look at the Elite controller, which I happen to really like. A lot of people thought it was good, but maybe not so much great. And of course, here you are, the statue that came with the game, with a physical copy of the game and the steelbook, all for you here today. And again, I want this to be clear. Bethesda sent me a game code to review. Everything else I purchased myself, and I have no problem doing that. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of Doom, and I cannot wait to take pictures of my collectible shelf once everything is displayed. But I just want to say thank you so much for checking out today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to hit the like button, and if you're feeling extra generous, please consider sharing this on the socials,